Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. We are in a different location, in a magical one. Got a fire burning. I just burnt a bunch of stuff, so I kind of put it out, but we're good. It's hot. We got freshwater river going into the sea. Okay. Beautiful, yes. And I'm right by a road, so hopefully the microphone is working well. So I only brought 2 decks with me. So we'll just do a little check-in with the energy, and let me tell you right now, the river flows to the sea. Oh, and so do people. One second. Okay, we're back. We're back, and the person has passed. I tried to wave, but they didn't see me. So you may find you are invisible to some, and that is okay. You're not meant to be seen by everybody. Only the ones who are meant to see you, for whatever reason that is. To trigger them, or so that you can find your soul tribe. Okay, let's get something from the runes here. Set this tone. We've got Uruz, the bull. So let's see. Uruz. I know that it stands firm. The powerful bull stands strong and unyielding, and obstacles fall away before his confidence and strength. He possesses a deep calm, as fear has no place in his heart. Yes! He is absolutely certain of his own solidly grounded might. A bull, when encountered in your path, is a significant obstacle. Uruz is a rune of untamed power that is neither owned nor controlled. In a reading, it brings a message of strength, courage, and overcoming all that stands in your way. A primal life force, it indicates a time of great energy and health. Business ventures and speculations are successful. There is a sudden breakthrough even when all seems lost. Sudden or unexpected changes occur, usually for the better. Uruz represents the shaping of power and patterns and the formulation of the self. That is absolutely gorgeous, because we've been in this transitional, this reserving your energy, this preparation period for all of the things to snap into being. We're ready for the snap. Strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestations. Gorgeous. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. We'll take it, we'll own it, we'll claim it, and we'll make it. Yes, this is where we've been at. We've been creating our world with our thoughts, with our intentions, with our choosing of the love. And, it's been momentum building and dense energy cleansing and reorganizing and all of the things. Faith. Lots of faith. And, we got this. We got this. Yes, the letting go, the releasing. A great time for releasing in honor of the old ways, of the old things, of the stepping stones that got us to where we are today, that are getting us to where we are going. Oops, where'd that one go? Yes, this has been our pathway to get us to where we want to be, in touch with our intuition, in touch with the cycles of the moon. Our experience has led us off paths. All rivers run to the sea. Yeah, it knows where it's going. It doesn't worry. This is what we have walked away from. Heartache, loss. Yes, we're leaving these things behind. Not in the sense that we're never going to lose anything and we're never going to have heartache, but it's going to be different. We have embraced the cycles of life and death, transformation and rebirth. We understand that all things shift and change and evolve. And we have claimed control and power over how those things affect our everything. And we are letting the towers fall as they may. Yes, we are letting the old things crumble so that we can rebuild. How exciting. You know, and we needed to go through all the trials and tribulations. We needed to become master builders. We needed to be able to know from experience what works, what doesn't work. Right? We built our homes facing the sun and realized we want to see the sunsets. And so this is an opportunity for us to build facing the west, or whatever direction you like the best. Okay? Spirit team, guardian angels, ancestors, all in celebration. This is a time to receive. You had to tear down the old version of self that didn't know how to receive. And you've done this. Givers, I think that's one of the most challenging things for givers to accomplish, to do, is to become one able to receive. You know, a lot of givers, they're giving in avoidance of receiving because they don't know how. It feels too vulnerable. It feels too wide open. It feels too dependent. You know, hyper independence a lot of the times is born from being let down, from people you were supposed to depend on turning on you in one way or another. And so overcompensation, right? We've grounded, we've gone in, we've found a solid footing. We've claimed our place in the material realm, became masters of it, focused on the things that we could control to some degree. And that is the material realm. Some of us have focused a little too hard on that and realized along the way that there needs to be a balance between the material and the non-material, between the earth realms and the heart realms. The heart realms and had to become really, really good, had to learn all of the ways to be better, to feel better, to understand more. A devotion to self, to growth. And a lot of us have done it alone. Who do you trust with your heart when your heart is fragile? It's anxiety every time you try and give it away. And then it's like, maybe I need to heal it. Maybe I need to be the protector of it. Maybe I need to give it to myself. How do I do that? Where do I start? Ooh, confirmation from the fire. You start with the heart, with your inner flame. Yes. And you dedicate. Confirmation from the crow. You dedicate. Dedicate to being whole, being strong, without turning into stone. It's not so easy a thing. It's a lot of statues walking around. But we were determined to find balance, to be independent, to do it on our own, damn it. To live life in a way that maybe our ancestors never did. I mean, I know for me, my Oma, for instance, my grandmother, my mother's mother, you know, her whole life was raising kids and being a wife, very much dependent on her husband to bring home the bacon for her to cook it for the kids. That's a full-time job, right? That was her identity. And I don't know, I think that there was love to begin with, but she didn't feel like she had the option or the choice to do anything on her own, to be on her own, to live on her own, to only have to take care of herself. And so, me, I have kind of lived that for her in a way, not dependent on somebody else. And no dependence. I mean, I had one, but I raised him, and now he's off living his life. And so, well, I guess I have cat dependence, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. How peaceful. And this is why it's important not to rush your phases and stages in life. You could be living for one of your ancestors who never got to live that way. Okay? They never even knew they could choose between loss and gratitude. It was always just make the best with what you have. And I think this was another ancestral pattern that was hard to break as well. This making do. with what you have. I mean, there's so many moments in my life where I'm like, oh, I could choose something different. I can choose something because I want it. I like it better, not just because I have something that works well enough. And we've also learned how to accept. I mean, I think this is part of the learning how to accept and be one who receives, is learning how to receive the messages, the signs and the synchronicities that lead us, that support us, that guide us, our internal guidance system. The thing with hyper independence is control, right? As long as I feel like I'm controlling everything, as long as I've got everything under control, I'm safe. I'll be okay. But this hermit mode, this going within, this tending to self, you can only get so far with it. I feel like the next great adventure is breaking hyper independence and learning how to build a life with somebody because you choose it, because you choose them, not because you need them to save you, not because they look good socially, statistically, or whatever motivations people have to be with people, but because you genuinely enjoy their company. They make you want to be better. They see you at your core and you see them. And it's loving support. And it's beautiful. But Spirit wants you to not hold any expectations. Allow yourself to be surprised and delighted. This is part of it, right? That loss of control. It's not a loss of control, it's a surrendering control. Surrendering. You can't, when you are working in tandem, when you are collaborating, you got to get really used to unknowns and trusting your ability to adapt, because there's a whole other person, a whole other part to the equation, right? I mean, we don't have to be mathematicians to know that we can only figure so much out without having all of the information, without having all the variables. And there's something kind of beautiful about that. It's a divine trust in self. No matter what, you're going to be okay. It's okay to float. It's okay to discover where you're going along the way. Trust that the river knows where it's going and enjoy the ride. Learning to float. Yes. Letting go of all the things that weigh you down, that flip you over, that tie you to the banks of the river. Let them all go and float. How fun, how refreshing. Okay, and then you're more able to see messages coming in from the divine. Then you can focus your energy on making wishes. What do you want? On celebration, on overflow, on others, trusting all things are working in your favor, trusting that the seeds you've planted are growing beneath the surface. Because energy is moving fast, it's picking up pace, passionately moving in your direction. The snap back, the snapping. What was that? Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes something. I don't know the lyrics though. We gotta look it up. Is that Eminem? Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Yeah, because this is what's coming. Okay, you're meant to do this. This is part of your soul journey. This is part of your soul path. You are meant to live a balanced, joyous, peaceful, gorgeous, beautiful, loving life with somebody that you choose and they choose you. And it is for all the right reasons. Like, look at these two powerhouses coming out together like that. This is that immovable force. This is what's coming. It's coming in hot and heavy, and passionately, gorgeously. Yes, it is. Okay. So I think that is the main message here. We're trusting, we're holding gratitude with an openness, an exploration, a joyful, playful expectancy. I mean, it's like that sudden winning the lottery, right? Sure, you buy a ticket, but does anybody ever really expect to win? And then when you do, it's like night and day. It's sudden. You go from nothing to way more than you know what to do with. And it's coming. And it's going to blow your socks off. And it's going to be gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Look at this card. Yes, please. Yes. Yes. Gorgeous. So trust it. Be open to it. Trust that you know. that you've seen, that you can feel, that you're not no longer one who is going to be manipulated, who will fall for all of the things. I feel like, your energy, those people who used to get away with things, I think they'll take one look at you and they'll know that they can't get away with nothing. And so they'll just keep moving on. They won't even try. This is you, the bull, right? Unfuckable with the bull. You know what I'm saying. And it's been a journey. So don't rush this presence, this time and space of you being powerful and independent. Because pretty soon you're going to double up on that power and we need to find another word for codependent that isn't attached to the connotations of codependency, right? Where two people choose to be together. They're two independent individuals coming together, supersizing, and sending out ripples of gorgeousness everywhere they go. What do you call that? What do you call that? We need something. What is that, like? Power couple? Power couple. What does that even look like? Have you glimpsed it? Have you got a whiff of it? Well, you're about to be marinated in it. So enjoy your alone time now, because soon you're going to be sharing all your alone times. Maybe not all of them. We love our alone times. All right. There is the reading for today. I hope there was some good stuff. It's just a big pile. Okay. But look at this gorgeousness. Trust the river knows its way to the sea and float free. Love you. Appreciate you. See you next time. Bye.